What if the power to rewrite life itself ended up in the wrong hands? Biotech is evolving faster than laws can keep up. CRISPR can edit genes, synthetic biology can build organisms from scratch, neurotech can read and even influence thoughts. These tools were designed to heal, enhance, and empower humanity, but in the wrong hands, they become weapons. Imagine a government using genetic editing to engineer obedience, or corporations creating patented life forms and owning them. Or a black market biohacker releasing a virus designed not to kill, but to control. A virus that targets specific genes. A treatment that sterilizes under the guise of health. A neural implant that can manipulate thought with or without your consent. This isn't science fiction, it's a question of control. Who decides what lives are worth enhancing and which should be erased? What happens when privacy ends at your DNA? Biotech has the power to save lives, end disease, and extend human potential. But power without ethics is a threat. If we don't protect this frontier, someone will weaponize it, not with bombs, but with biology, and we won't even see it coming. So ask yourself, if biotech falls into the wrong hands, who protects the rest of us?
What if you could choose your baby's eye color, intelligence, or athletic ability before they're even born? It sounds like science fiction, but with modern gene editing tools like CRISPR, it's becoming reality. And while the potential is incredible, the dark side is impossible to ignore. At first glance, designer babies seem like a breakthrough. Parents could eliminate inherited diseases, improve immunity, even give their child a head start in life. But how long before it's not about health and more about perfection? The ethics are murky. Will only the wealthy have access to genetic upgrades? Are we creating a future where the rich are literally built to succeed and everyone else is left behind? And what about the children themselves? If your DNA was edited for high IQ and beauty, how much of you is real? Would you ever truly know who you might have been? Then come the risks. Gene editing isn't flawless. One small mistake could introduce unknown mutations, and once altered genes are passed down, they become permanent in the human gene pool. We have the power to change life before it even begins. But just because we can, doesn't mean we should. The question isn't just about creating better humans, it's about what kind of future we're designing.
What if the last outbreak wasn't an accident? You've heard of lab leaks and engineered viruses, but there's a lesser-known theory spreading through the digital underground. A theory that suggests we're not just talking about one virus, but a new era of invisible warfare. According to whistleblowers and declassified intel, some governments and private biotech firms may be developing pathogens designed not to kill, but to control. Viruses that target specific ethnic markers, mood regulation, or even fertility. It's not science fiction anymore. CRISPR, synthetic biology, and AI modeling have made it terrifyingly real. But here's the twist. These weapons may already be in play. Unusual illness spikes in isolated populations. Inconsistent vaccine reactions. Gene-altering tech embedded in cures. Coincidence? Or controlled trials in the wild? Of course, mainstream media calls it a hoax, a conspiracy. But history reminds us, from MK Ultra to Tuskegee, that the line between theory and truth often fades with time. So ask yourself, is this fear-mongering? Or are we already living in a world where health has become a weapon and consent is just a checkbox? Real or hoax? You decide, before someone else decides for you.